Hello.
Hi everybody, how you doing? We're doing okay since we've been home.
Booger is here and Booger is back on the Chesapeake, and we did 7 months away and we had a blast.
We did. It was 7 months we were gone.
But
let me tell you, it flew.
3 months in the Bahamas, and we plan to share you some things to make your travel easier.
Yeah, things that we learned on the way, which we wish we had learned before we left. But just things to make your life easier when you're cruising down there, because there's a lot to know, and we didn't know half of it, but we still had a great time.
Oh, the description of what, how, who, but your preparations will make your time so much more enjoyable
and easier for you. And the less you have to provision, the better off you're going to be.
The less you have to worry about the boat, the better off you're going to be.
Right.
So be prepared. I was a Boy Scout. So be prepared, and we're going to do just that to try to give you some information.
I wasn't a Girl Scout, but that's okay.
No?
I got kicked out of brownies.
Should we?
I think I was a behaviorist.
Anybody wants to hear more about her getting kicked out of the brownies, please make a comment below, okay?
You can cut that.
No, I can't. That's staying. Okay. So, with a little bit of humor, a little bit of videos, this video is going to be about getting the boat ready and getting it set.
It's a how-to, and just to help you, you know. Most of us are really good boaters. We all know we are. But your first time trip to the Bahamas, there's a lot of need to knows.
And unknowns.
And unknowns.
So we're going to do a second video after this that is going to tell you the fun stuff of the Bahamas.
Right.
So you'll see that coming being dropped after this one. But please, at this point, enjoy this one.
Yeah, make your notes.
All right.
You'll be fine.
All right. We also want you to subscribe. If you have questions during this video or at any time, reach out to us, whether it's in comments or you can send anything. But leave us comments, reach out to us through social media. We'll be happy to answer any of the questions of how to, what to, or anything like that.
Because who knows, we might miss a few things. If you have questions, we'll be glad to answer them.
Sounds great.
Talk to you soon.
Here comes some video.
Welcome to the Bahamas. So, provisions is one of the hardest things you're going to deal with, because it's so much you have to get, and you're storing it on your boat, and you're just trying to figure out exactly for 3 months what you're going to need. You're not going to have enough for 3 months. You're going to shop there, but your basics you'll get. The smartest thing to do is go to Aldi's. Buy out Aldi's. That was one of the first things people told us. Go get everything at Aldi's and then you'll be fine. Second thing, after you get everything from Aldi's, canned goods. You have to take off the label, and then you have to label the top. Now, this is white beans, and the expiration date is 2/25. So and you have to get the labels off, because you'll get roaches if you leave the labels on. So it is actually kind of a good thing to have, okay, or to know about. These 90-second rice things were fantastic. You just throw chicken in them, and you throw beans in them, and they're really good, and it's really filling. It's Aldi's. What can I tell you? The one thing you're going to do is you're going to take your meat, whether it's chicken, whether it's beef, doesn't matter. You're going to vacuum seal everything. And let me tell you, we've been home for 2 months. We still have stuff that we vacuum sealed. We had so much of it. You buy whatever you can. You can vacuum seal anything. You can vacuum seal soup. You can vacuum seal chili. You can vacuum seal anything, and it will hold. It will be great. You take it out in the morning and you're fine. Oh, then we have this. This goes in your freezer. It actually helps keep the temperature where it needs to be when you're down in the Bahamas, because it's so hot down there. Sometimes it's not enough just to have it. It keeps you from running your generator, is what it keeps you from doing. And it works great, and it stays solid, and you only need to slide it in. You keep one here and one over there, and it really works well.
One of the things that we did in this cluster of mess is we bought a small freezer that fits under our nav station with some of our friends' pictures and logos on there. But this freezer is wonderful, and the queen of provisioning, Diane, would keep that packed non-stop in a great way. So that was another great option.
Okay, one other thing. Fruits and vegetables, they are available there, but you have to watch what you're buying because sometimes it's been sitting there for a while. It will not last on the boat. The grocery stores there, if you need milk, the guy might be going to pick up the milk down at the ship on a Thursday. So you'll wait till a Thursday because once it comes in, the locals come in, the cruisers come in, and it's gone quickly. The grocery stores are pretty well stocked, but not the way we're used to. They're very pricey for just the things that we pay. We probably pay, let's see, eggs, I paid $9 a dozen, which is unheard of, but that's because they're hard to get. Anything that you can put on your boat before you get to the Bahamas, like provision in Florida before you're crossing, and do that just so you know you're like a step ahead. You could get your fruits and vegetables there. That's what we did. We were in Jensen Beach. There was a great farmers market there, so right before we left, we went there and we stocked up on everything. It's just that when you're in the Bahamas, that fruit has been traveling a long way to get there, and it's not going to be fresh, and it does go bad quickly. All right, here we have alcohol. Now this is something that you need to know because we didn't need to know. Alcohol in the Bahamas is 20% higher alcohol than what we get in the United States. It's a higher percentage of alcohol, which we didn't find out until we were probably 2/3 through the trip, which was probably a need to know probably way before that, but we didn't know that. So you got to be careful how much you're drinking. Lime juice. We really like lime juice with our drinks, and so we bought it, and this container of lime juice was $19. So yeah, there's that. So be careful. This is cheaper. This is rum. It's cheaper there. So if you're on a budget, you can start drinking rum. Name brands you really won't see too many places unless you're in Nassau, if they're not really on the islands too much. But you can get them if, like in Guana, you could get them at the bar. But you can't get them if you go into a liquor store. These aren't there. It's all their brand of everything. Same thing with wine. Some stores are very stocked with wine. Some stores might have 2 shelves of it. So it's all a matter of where you are as to what they have.
So everybody asks, is it hot in the Bahamas? During the part that we were there, the January through April, no, it's nice. But is it hot? Yeah, it can be. No wind, all that. So here's an assortment of fans that you can see we have. The one is electric. Not going to do you any good unless you're at a marina. The other one is actually something we bought on Amazon. It charges with a USB. Charges with a USB and has 3 speeds. We turn it on, put it in the bedroom at night, and it's on. It's great. Keeps the air moving, hatches open. We're happy. Would I buy a second one? Yeah, I would before going again. So how do you charge all your electronics? We are all part of an electronic world. This little lithium battery, Amazon purchase again. It charges when we're running. I'll put it on and charge it from the battery. As the engine's running or from the generator. It takes about 4 hours to charge it up. Then it comes with numerous ports for USB and even a 110. This will stay charged for about 2 days with the use that we were doing with the electronics, iPads, everything imaginable, and charging the fan up. Was a good buy, And a second one might be nice, but the first one was perfect.
Okay, one other thing I wanted to show you, the spice rack. This is so convenient. You're not crowding around up here trying to find all these different spices. They stick to the wall. You just pull them out like this, use what you want, put them back. The other thing is, these are the best mugs for sailing because they don't rock. So we so far haven't broken one of them. If you look under here, I have all my knives right here, scissors, cutting boards, because this is where you're going to do, well, I don't know what your boat's like, probably just like mine. You don't have a whole lot of room, so you're doing everything like right here and then you're throwing it on the stove. But it's so easy, just pull it out, use it, throw it in the sink, clean it, done.
Okay, we got to talk real loud. You know, not every day sailing and going to the Bahamas
Or Florida
is great. And you have to be prepared for that. Someone told me take a book because every week you're going to read for 3 days.
We didn't do that, but we didn't. Well, we took books, but we didn't read.
How's your hair? Hold on, can I help?
Yeah.
All right. There's things called northerlies or windstorms that come through. And
Sorry.
please avoid the quality of this video as legs are moving that are supporting.
It's a little windy.
I think my hair is blowing in the wind, but we're trying to actually show you that this isn't calm here, and it is what you have to seek and find a place to hunker down. And
if you hear that there is a storm coming, you have to definitely find a place quickly, because that's what everybody else is doing, and if you don't get there in time, you may not even get a mooring ball. You're going to be anchored out. I don't know if you're not comfortable anchoring out, or if you are, that doesn't matter. But if you think you're going to go in and you're going to grab even a slip, good luck with that.
If you're going, do you feel that your anchor is the best of all anchors? We have a Manus. We have one of the best anchors I feel in the market.
Yep.
We have the right amount of chain. We've done all the homework. Guess what? I wouldn't want to be on a hook right now.
No.
Okay, in this wind. We've been like this for 3 days.
Show them the boat.
Oh, I'm going to show you.
Rock and roll in here all day.
But we've been like this for 3 days. The first day was supposed to be calm winds. The other thing you need is a source to get a hold of weather. We went 5 days with no Wi-Fi.
In the Bahamas.
I went through withdrawals, detox.
Well, we were going through the Exumas, and there wasn't really Wi-Fi in the Exumas, so that we couldn't get it. But
right.
You know what? We figured it out. I mean, we had to. We didn't have a choice.
But you're very on guard with the weather. You become a weather person the whole time. So we're going to get some footage here. And actually,
you don't become a beautician by any stretch of the imagination, though, because this is what you look like the whole time you're cruising. So, you know, it's what it is. Hair all over the place, smacking you in the face. So.
Okay, so we're going to get some footage here for you too, to see what some rock and roll is about.
Yeah, our poor dinghy, oh my God.
All night long you hear it slapping in the water.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about dinghies too, but this is rough water.
Yeah.
And one more thing. When you're ever at a place like this, keep the keys right by your helm. You never know if you have to start. Today, I actually helped a boat that had broken free of a mooring ball. And you do not know what's ever going to happen. If that happened to us right now, keys are by there.
And if your keys aren't there, then you got to run around and figure out who had them last, what did you do with them, and meanwhile your boat is floating toward like a dock
or a rock pile.
Yeah, and you
or
can't,
coral reef.
You've got to be prepared.
Yes. So we'll get you some footage of where we are right now.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it just helps you understand these are the things you're constantly thinking of. And oh, one more thing. You know what? When there's a storm like this, you don't enjoy that Bahamas rum. You have no idea what's going to happen. Someone has to stay alert, conscious, and without sleep for the night.
Well, you're without sleep anyway because everything's smacking into the...
Oh, your boat has sounds that you never even knew could make. So,
and they all come alive around 2:30.
yes.
3 o'clock until like 7.
And then when you think, well, you know what it is, it turns and goes from another place. So,
Hey, we just thought of something else that we did, and it will make you so happy. They have no seams in the Bahamas, and they can get through screens, they can get through anything, and then they just bite you. Okay? So what we did is we took our screens, see? And if you flip it over, you put pantyhose on both sides of the screen, and this is where you tie them. And they stay on, and you put them back up, and no seams. How's that? But they work. So, and it doesn't take really long to do it either.
size, triple XL. My size.
Not triple XL, you just got to get pantyhose. You don't need to get triple X. This is all you need.
Water makers is a question everybody's asked us. How'd you handle water? You do not have to have a water maker, in my opinion. We carry 150 gallons of water on board, plus an additional 20-25 gallons. We never use more than 90 gallons before we replenished. And yes, it does mean carrying jugs ashore, refilling them, and doing that. And you do buy water. It's RO water, reverse osmosis. It has no minerals in it, is what you're buying. It's pure. But to make a water maker, put it on board, again, it's $5,000, and we know too many people that it was broken with. And they had trouble, they needed to buy this, needed to buy that. I don't see the cost on the first year worth it. And I took a shower every day. We boiled pasta, we made coffee, tea. It was fine. I wouldn't spend the money. $5,000 is a lot of money, and I just wouldn't spend it. Remember, water maker also uses electricity, and if it's not plumbed in right, you're sitting waiting it to make 16 gallons an hour. It's not worth your time. So that's my opinion. Anybody have a question, please reach out, comment, send us an email. I'll give you more opinions with it. Oh, and by the way, the fold-up collapsible jugs from Amazon, they're lighter plastic and all, are wonderful for hauling and carrying your water. It makes life a lot easier.
I thought I would give the ladies a little poke because something happened to me in the Bahamas, and it's happened to a lot of people that I knew. The water in the Bahamas is RO water, which means it does not have any minerals in it. So somebody had told me before we left that, you know, you have a very high chance of losing hair, which I thought, well, I had very thick hair, so I didn't have to worry about that. Well, I should have worried about it because I did start losing my hair. Niacin is something, if you want to bring it with you, it might delay it, make it better for you. I didn't find out about it until I was there like maybe a month and a half, 2 months. So I had a lot of catch up to do with the niacin. So if you pack niacin, it's supposed to be great for your hair, and it may hold off like any severe hair loss. So that's it. Just giving you a heads up, ladies. And you know what? I'm saying ladies because I don't know of any guys that lost hair. I do know ladies have, but none of the guys talked to me about losing hair. So there you go.
Hey, it's your engine time. You need, this is your best kept secret, and hopefully you don't have to deal with it. However, you need to have spare parts on hand at all times. And our boat did have a ton of the little Yanmar boxes that were there. You need diesel filters, the right cores. You need oil filters. You need belts. You need 2 oil changes with you. You need coolant with you. You need electric connections. You need hose clamps. These are just random, and we had one whole area that was dedicated to these parts. And yeah, we used them. And the travel into the Bahamas is not a credit card type service for service. You need to know how to fix it. If you don't know how to fix it, chances are you're not going to be fixed. It's not a type of place for a credit card sailor, you have to be able to fix your own work. Just an engine tip.
Our generator was a real plus. We bought it at Amazon, kept the freezers cold and the batteries charged when we didn't have enough solar.
Mounted on the side, we carried 10 gallons of extra diesel, 5 gallons of gasoline for the dinghy and generator, and we would also carry 2 5-gallon jugs there for water, just in case. The dinghy. Your major means of transportation in the Bahamas. Yes, your sailboat is. The way you get to shore, the way you get back and forth, it is something you pride, you cherish, you take care of. Hey, thanks for watching. You got this far through the video, you should win a prize. So, but hopefully...
Your prize is turning your TV off and turning us off. You're done.
Give another second, you'll be better. As far as, we hope one of the tidbits, one of the things that we talked about made all the difference in the world.
Yeah, if only one thing mattered to you, that's one thing you know now that you didn't know before. You know, not everybody provisions the same, not everybody does anything the same, but we're just trying to make it easier for you.
The other thing that we really just saying is preparation, doing it properly and getting it done and being over prepped will allow you to reward yourself with the greatest place in the world to go visit, and that's the Bahamas. And you know what?
It allows you to relax and enjoy, because you really don't have anything to worry about.
Right. So, you know, we hope that something there was worthwhile for you. So do us a favor. If you have any questions, concerns, anything, reach out to us through social media comments below. We will answer all of your questions, concerns, all that. There's another video coming up of all the greatness of the Bahamas.
Yeah, that's strictly the Bahamas, so get ready for that.
So enjoy, thanks. Hey, like, subscribe. Ring the bell?
Ring the bell?
Oh, okay. And guess what?
I don't know if we have a bell.
Okay, one last thing is, if you don't, you're going to have to pay the rest, because the grandkids are going to tell you to do that in just a second. Have a great day, guys.
Bye.
Please subscribe and give it a big thumbs up.